Hey everybody, it's Peter from Brantford Kia. Welcome to our live video series. We are doing something a little bit different here today. So first of all, if you're joining us for the very first time, what we normally do is we go live every day from 2 o'clock from this room, and I show you a whole bunch of Kia products. So if there's something you want to see, if it's the Kia Seltos, the Kia Telluride, the Kia Forte, whatever you want to see, we go through. We usually spend about a half an hour here, and we go in depth, in detail, and of course we do this live, so we can take your comments, take your questions. It's kind of a fun thing for some people. Other people, hey, maybe it's not your thing, and that's okay. Today, we're doing something a little different. So first of all, let me just jump in. What we're going to do is we're going to look at cars that should come to North America, but haven't. We're going to look at Kia cars that actually exist today that are not in North America, and we're going to discuss them. And I think this is going to be fun. But first of all, let me just tell you, if you want to skip ahead to the content of this video, go ahead to the 3-minute mark. If you're not watching live with us, you can skip to the 3-minute mark. If you want to know how to join us live, let me show you how to do that right now by flipping my camera around. We're going to focus up there. That's what our YouTube page looks like. If you go to our YouTube page, and let me just get to the right spot. If you refresh the page exactly at 2 o'clock each day, you're going to find our live video series. Now that is right here. Today it's our live video down the bottom of the screen right here. Normally you'd click into that. Now I'm going to click into that on the other screen here that you can't see on your camera just because I want your comments in front of me. We're going to use that big display that you're looking at right now as a secondary display. So hold on, I'm watching an ad right now on something that's very interesting. Okay, skip ahead, skip to the ads. All right. So what I'm going to do is go back to your screen and we're going to go over to here. All right, let me flip the camera back around. So what we're doing today is we're going to talk about some of these cars that I like. Now, I don't know a ton about these cars. There are going to be people on here that know more than I do. Some of our fans, some of our regulars are from Korea. So they're going to talk to us about the cars as well. But there's a number of things I really like about these cars. And there's other reasons why I'll tell you some background story of why these cars are not here. So we're going to go through bit by bit. We'll spend about a half an hour. I've got a half an hour to kill with you guys. And again, I understand this won't be for everyone. But I think it's fun. It's Friday or it's December, so we're gonna have some fun. Really quickly, one of the reasons I'm doing this is we've been very successful this year. It sounds strange, but with coronavirus, we've actually been very successful. We are outpacing what Kia can do, what Kia Canada can do for giving us cars. In other words, we have sold more cars than Kia Canada can provide us with. And to be very honest, we are short cars right now. On our lot right now, we don't have Sorrentos because they're not coming yet. We don't have Sedonas anymore. We don't have a Kia Niro right now. We only have like one Kia Soul. Other than the one behind me, there's only one other one on the lot. We're very short on inventory simply because we're outselling what Kia can do for us. So part of that's thanks to you guys. However, it makes my job very difficult. So we are doing everything we can to get new product and new videos. But in the meantime, in December, if we like this idea, we're going to do some fun things and we're going to have a little bit of a different thing. The cool thing about doing it like this is I'm going to be able to show you the screen, which is sort of the other side of the camera, but I'm also going to be able to participate in the chat. So if there's something I want to say, I can write it down in the chat as well. One thing I will do right now is I'll put right down in the chat, if I can get my mouse in the right spot, I'm going to put my Instagram. So let me just put that right here, Peter's Instagram, because this idea actually came from a user on Instagram. They said, why don't we talk about some of the cars that we don't have? Peter _ Brantford _ Kia. So there's my Instagram up there in the chat. Those of you that aren't live with us, this is, whoops, let me just flip the camera around. This is how you can reach me on Instagram. The reason you may want to do that is, like I said, this video idea came directly from my Instagram account. That's where sometimes people follow me. You don't have to. I really appreciate your subscription on YouTube and your likes on this video as well. But that's one way to reach me, and that's where this idea came from. So real quick, I'm going to beg you guys for likes all the time. I want to hit 40 likes in one live video. I've hit 40 likes, but not while we've been live. So usually we get 150 to 190 people on these videos. We'll probably get less today because we're doing something different. All right, here we go. What I want to talk about is what you see in front of you. A lot of the cars. So where am I, first of all? I am on the website that is Kia Worldwide, kia.com/worldwide. You can sort of see the web address at the top there. Basically, I Googled Kia Worldwide is the easiest way to find it. And I go to the showroom side. And if you go to the showroom side here, if you click on this link, we do have a little bit slower internet today. Click on the link, you're going to see a lot of these cars. The Picanto is something we don't have. Serato, Forte, we do have that. We don't have the Seed so much. We kind of do, but a little bit different. Proceed, we'll talk about that. We don't have that at all. We're going to talk about that. Cadenza, we don't sell that right now. K900, the Stonic. I got a good story about the Stonic for you. We're going to keep working our way through the Carens, the Rondo, one of my favorite cars. We don't have that anymore. Mojave, somebody asked me specifically about this the other day. We'll talk about that. Of course, Telluride, Seltos, and this is what is on the screenshot of this thing. So we're going to talk about that as well. Hello from Base St. Louis, Mississippi. Oh, base. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we got some comments. I have 2017 Sportage and I love it. Awesome. Then stick around for this video. So we're going to talk about some of the cars that we don't have here that I think we should, and maybe we shouldn't, and maybe we shouldn't for a reason. So this one is the Kia Picanto. I love this car. I understand why it's not in North America. It is a sharp-looking car. If you look at it closely, you can see along the front grille, it's a little bit of red trimmed accents there. This is obviously the high-level trim. It's got fog lights, projector beam headlights, LED lighting along there. Big red accent there. It's got a red accent on the bottom. So, of course, this is a higher-level trim car in this picture, which is just what Kia does. I think it's pretty cool. I think we should bring it. You know, maybe this lower-end level here as a really inexpensive car. I'll tell you why I think it's cool. I used to drive a smart car. Smart cars are not cool. I get that, but there was something about driving an absolutely minuscule car around that I didn't call it a car. I called it a transportation device. And I thought it was pretty fun. And check out the colors on it. White, gray, darker gray, black, blue, red. Can't even tell what that color is. Light blue, red again, green. Like, there's just tons of colors. I would love to see more colors coming to Canada. But as we scroll down here, you're going to see why I think this is perfect. This, again, is the upper level, the GT, I believe they call it, interior. Looks like a Sofino leather. It looks like it's perforated, might be even ventilated. Scroll down a little further, and we'll see it's got heated front seats, heated steering wheel. It's got 7-inch color touchscreen, which, of course, in Canada would have to have. It needs a backup camera in Canada. A little bit of a hatchback space. You could fit a longboard and a fold-up bike, apparently. A little bit of storage tray there, but 1-liter engine, and there's 2 engines on this one. 1.2 liter, 84 horsepower, or a 1 liter. Now, the very first car I drove that was standard transmission was an 88 horsepower Ford Escort. This would be all we need. I think this, and let me just scroll down a little further. Manual transmission as an option, I think would be great. Is the Sonnet and Stonic coming to Canada? We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll talk about some cars that you guys have known about. This is a perfect video to talk about those things. So this car is tiny. It's absolutely tiny, but I think it would be perfect. And one of the reasons I think it'd be perfect, because look at this, if I can find the interior. There we go. That's the image I want to show you. Well, where is it? That one right there. This image of the interior seems perfect to me. The seats are very close together. You can see that. That's okay with me. It is a manual transmission. It has heated seats, heated steering wheel. It has the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. The fact is, the Rio is so close in price to the Forte. Most of the time, dealers don't even bother stocking the Forte. We just push them, or stock the Rio. We push them to the Forte because it's such a good price. We don't push them, but most people decide for themselves the Forte is a better car. And I think the Picanto should come. I think it's fun. I think it would hit a lower price point, and I think it would be something cool. And I totally agree it would not sell because North Americans want bigger cars. So that is one car I think would be pretty cool to have, but we'll never get it here. Anybody like the Kia Picanto? Somebody write Picanto yes or Picanto no in the comments, and tell me if you like it. And we'll keep moving on from there. Okay, moving over, we've got Rio sedan, Rio hatchback. We have both of those. Serato, Forte, we have a Forte. The Seed is essentially our Forte 5. We'll just take a quick peek at that. Different name, of course, but there it goes down the road. Kind of our Forte 5, a little different lighting, a little different look. Very cool car. I like it. Again, Canada gets the Forte 5. Very similar look to this. I'm not going to say I need this. The Forte 5 is basically this to me, and it looks pretty cool. Small SUV cars. It's fast unknowns that about the Picanto. That's kind of cool. So this is just basically a different version of the Forte 5. I like our Forte 5. I don't need this wagon style one because we'll talk about a car we need. But it would be cool. You guys in the States don't have a Forte 5. This would be a cool model to have for you guys. And the Seed Sport Wagon, they call that. So look at that. That's a sport wagon. I'm a big fan of wagons. I know this wouldn't sell here, but it's got the roof rails. That's great for my kayaking and bike racks. Again, we always do SUVs here. I would buy this car. I think it's a cool car. It's got a big back end. Picanto, yes, from Brian Holmes. Perfect. So to me, the Seed Sport Wagon in particular would be kind of cool. It's kind of like the Jetta wagon, I guess. Uh, I kind of really like a car. It looks again, it's basically a Forte inside, a little different look through the dash in here. See how the raised screen is kind of into the dash instead of above the screen. They lose the Forte's rounded vents here. They go with a more square look, so they get rid of that Stinger copy style. A little bit of an asymmetrical design here as well. I kind of like this car. It's not coming to Canada, and I get it. It's not going to. It's too similar to the Forte 5, and it's not going to get. They're not going to replace it with this car, and we're not going to get the wagon here. I am a big wagon fan. It looks pretty cool. It's never coming to Canada, so we'll move on from this. Let's go to the top. Tell me if you want this seed wagon, as we just saw, or any kind of seed, CEED. Showroom, we're going back over to the Proceed. Now, the Proceed intrigues me quite a bit. The Proceed is like much more of a wagon version of our exact Forte. Again, I like wagons. I think this makes some sense. We'll never see it in Canada. It looks a little bulbous on the back end, but it almost has like a Porsche look on the back end here. I'm a big fan of the look of the car. I like small cars that are efficient and have huge practicality, and I feel like this would have huge practicality. It's probably better looking than that Seed Sport Wagon that we saw. It's got a little more swoopy kind of look. It's got our Forte GT style wheels, which I quite like. Seed Sport Wagon is much nicer. There we go. EV Evolution knows about these cars. I like this car. I think this should come to Canada. It's another car that I would probably buy, and almost nobody else would. But it is pretty cool to see what Kia does in other markets. And again, this is a Forte front end, and this is a whole different back end here. Look at even the exhaust here. Just it looks really sharp to me. So kind of a cool car that I think should come. We will get into cars that I know a little bit more about in a second. So we're sort of whipping through some of these here. But look at that panoramic roof in a Forte. Like, how cool would that be? I would love this car. I mean, Kia Canada, I know you're never going to bring it, but if you can bring this car to Canada, I will buy it. I will drive it. So that's a pretty cool car for me. There's sort of the GT line look. Even the front bumper is just kind of a new, more aggressive style to the Forte. Yeah, I love this thing. I think it looks fantastic. Interior looks great. Again, they go with sort of the square. Our Forte has the round vents on the side. This is more of a square European style. We don't have that, but it just looks cool. And again, lots of good colors there. Look at the two-tone seats as well. The gray and the black. I love that. Proceed for sure. That's how we're voting. Proceed for sure. For sure. Look at these sports seats in the GT. The shoulder uh, bulges there. I mean, this car is just everything I need it to be and more. But we'll never see it here. Big, huge hatch. I love this thing. Like I said, we'll never see it. My wife will probably say the rear end looks weird. Just huge floor. I love it. Again, we'll move back. 40 20 40 folding seat. You guys have asked for this a lot. The 40 20 40. It's a thing that I'd like to see more. And again, we don't see that. All right, skip up to the top. We'll skip down over to more cars that we should see and maybe should not see. There will be some cars we should not see on this list. That's for sure. Optima Hybrid. Of course, we've moved on to the K5, which isn't even up here yet. Cadenza. We did have the Cadenza. We're now going to talk about a car that I don't think we should sell. And the reason is we didn't sell this when we could sell it. I feel like the Cadenza is a fantastic car, also known as the K7 in other markets. The Cadenza is really, really good. It's just if you sat it in a Lexus dealership, it would sell all day long. We just don't have a lot of people cross shopping that kind of thing. It wasn't good enough as a just pure luxury sedan to compete with that Cadenza kind of or the Lexus kind of feel. But that's really what it was. It was Kia's version of a Lexus. Very nice car to drive, not sporty, but just nice. Kind of that Buick Lexus feel to it. Great technology. I quite like the styling, especially of the front end. A nice front end. I don't think we'll see it back in Canada simply because we did not sell it. We already had trouble selling Optimas. We did not sell Cadenzas. So don't expect this car back in Canada, even though it was here. Your wife has a 2019 Limited and loves it. Are we talking about the Cadenza? Yeah, the Cadenza is such a nice car. It just, from a dealership point of view, like I said, you stick this exact car with Lexus badges in a Lexus dealer, it would be a midline to upper level seller. It would do great. Yeah. So your wife has, it's just such a great car that I don't think we'll see again because, like I said, it doesn't have Genesis Genesis fits that niche. Too bad Kia never made headway in the more luxury end of the category. Cadenza, very nice car. Exactly, yeah. So the Genesis kind of took this role for us. But like I said, we had the Cadenza. I don't expect to see it back simply because it's just not going to be a seller for us in our markets. Now let's move on to the next vehicle that I want to talk about. Stinger, of course, we have the K900. Okay, this is my theory with the K900. I think the executives of Kia wanted to drive around a super luxury car. They didn't have one, so they built it. I don't think this was ever meant to be mass produced. I understand it's actually fairly popular in China, I believe, or I could be wrong about that, but it is popular in certain markets. When I say popular, I don't mean crazy popular. This is a gorgeous car. Apparently, there is one in Canada, and it is at head office. And before coronavirus hit, I was making a deal to go do this. There was somebody at head office that had promised me, hey, give them a call. We'll set you up with the president of Kia Canada. He has this car. That was almost a year ago now because coronavirus has been around for a while. And I was going to do a walk around of it. If coronavirus ends, or if maybe there's a chance I can still do it. If anybody from Kia Canada is watching that has access, which let's face it, Kia Canada is not watching 15 minutes in, I would love to do a walk around of this car just to put it on film and be a cool car. This is ultra luxury at its best. It really does compete with a high-end Mercedes-Benz, a high-end, what do you call it? High-end BMW. More of a Mercedes-Benz. It's not pure handling. Good power, gorgeous car, great paint, great everything. It looked great. Everything about it is wonderful. It's not a car we're going to see in Canada. Same reason. We just don't have that luxury ability at a lot of our dealerships. Great color choices. All of them were just really sharp. So like I said, apparently there is one of these in Canada. Check out the seats, just comfort, luxury, very cool. Big 10.25 screen, big display panel in here, new unique steering wheel, some wood on the bottom. Kind of love the way they do that. The stereo system's amazing. Real wood, like it's brown cherry, rosewood, real wood, and brown olive, real wood. You can see on the far right of the screen, it's real wood on these things. Just awesome car. It kind of shows what Kia could do, but we're not going to see it in Canada. We're just not. So let's script up to the top, and I'm okay with that. I don't think we need to see that yet. But if Kia wanted to launch a luxury brand, I mean, like Genesis right there, you'll sort of see these more in the Genesis type brand. Dual 12-inch screens, yeah, I think so. Okay, let's skip on from the K900. The Stonic. This is the one car I have wanted to talk about for a while. This is the one that made me angry. First of all, does anybody like the look of the Stonic? Feel free to let me know in the comments. Yes, I like the look. No, I don't like the look. Anybody who's seen it at all? Seen a previous K900 around Ottawa? Yep, there was previous K900s in town. Yes, you guys like the Stonic. No, you don't like the Stonic. Okay, here's the thing with the Stonic. The Stonic is Hyundai's, what's it called? Not the Venue, Hyundai's, what's it called, guys? Help me out here. Totally slipped my mind. Hyundai's, the EV. What is their car called? Oh, man, this is bad. You guys have to help me out. I totally blanked on the Kona. There we go. This is the Hyundai Kona. This is exactly the Hyundai Kona. And what makes me angry is when they brought this out, it had all-wheel drive, and Kia did not have an all-wheel drive segment or a car in this segment. And I really was mad because the Kona went on to be a bestseller in Canada, and we had nothing in this market. And it's a pretty cool looking Kona when you think about it. The Kona is a little funny looking. I feel like this is the better looking version of the Kona. But here's the thing. Kia smartly brought out the Seltos. The Seltos is a better car than the Stonic. The same reason it's a better car than the Kona. It's bigger. The bigger Seltos is a better car for us, especially since bringing out something identical essentially to the Kona doesn't differentiate us. I feel like the Seltos is a better car than the Kona because it's more comfortable, a little bit larger, same engine, same transmission, basically similar fuel efficiency. And from us at a dealership perspective, the Kia Seltos, since it's come out, has been our #1 seller here at Brantford Kia, and I believe that's going to hold true across Canada this year. So if it's not across Canada, it will be. But the Seltos is bigger, and it is a better package, and it is worth waiting for. We expect the Kia Seltos to be our #1 selling vehicle next year. That would not have happened if we had the Stonic, especially since Hyundai has virtually the same car. So I really wanted the Stonic when it came out. I was really frustrated we didn't get the Stonic because the Stonic is a pretty cool car. Did I say Stonic? Yeah, it was a pretty cool car here, but it's and there it is inside. Again, I just don't think it's on par with our Seltos, and the same reason I don't think that the Kona is on par with our Seltos. Very good car, just a slight little bit behind the Seltos. Now, manual transmission, that would be kind of cool. It's not going to happen here as well. So you guys like Stonic? Yeah, so do I. I just if we have to choose between one, the Seltos or the Stonic, or the Seltos and the Stonic, the Seltos has more rear seat legroom, more front seat headroom, legroom. It's just a little bit larger car, definitely more cargo space. It's a better small crossover than the Stonic. Is the Stonic the same as the Sonnet? No, we'll talk about the Sonnet in a second here as we move through here. Let me go. 20 minutes in already. Hey guys, I haven't asked for a whole lot of likes yet. I always like to get to at least 30 likes. We can do that. 29 of you are on right now. If you all hit the like button, we'll get there. If you don't, we won't get there. But usually going to have 150 to 190 people on. Just want to try to get to that 30 likes. I'm always going for 40, but yeah. All right. Nero, plug-in hybrid, those kind of things. We have that. The e-Nero, same thing as our Nero EV. Soul, e-Soul, we have the Soul EV. The Carens and the Rondo. We talked about this car a lot. I just want to go real briefly and look at it. This is an out-of-date car now. It really is. I will say, though, this was a great car for its time. Very aerodynamic kind of look, futuristic kind of look. A really good alternative to something like a small crossover. A lot of space. Holy smokes, we got to 27 likes. Thanks, everybody. That was really nice of you. So yeah, really cool car here. I'm surprised that it's still there. I thought the Nero replaced it. So the Nero replaced the Rondo in our market, but I think it's still available in other markets. And the Nero is a smaller car. The Nero didn't really replace it. It's more or less that the Rondo finished and the Nero started. But the Nero is a smaller car than this. This is a little bit more space. This had an ability to take 7 passengers. I really liked this car at the time. It was a good car, but it needs an update. So I'm okay with not having it now. However, again, it's going to be crowded in the marketplace right now. But you can see the inside is dated here. We've got the older style here. But it was a very comfortable car, a very practical car. So just something to show that this model never came to the United States. The original Rondo was there. This replaced the Rondo in Canada, never made it to the United States. Can you do a Seltos EX Premium vid with focus on cool tips and tricks for the infotainment? I feel like I still have a lot to learn. Yeah, okay, you know what? In December, we're going to do some tips and tricks. Absolutely, we'll do that. December, we're going to do a few extra things. All right, moving on from the Rondo, Grand Carnival and Sedona. Now, there's a rumor that our next Sedona may be called the Carnival, Grand Carnival, Carnival, depends on how you want to say it. Next Sedona, going to be very cool. It's coming out. Somebody asked me specifically about the Mojave. Let's click on the Mojave. You can see it's right beside the Telluride in the picture. And Mojave, inspiring performance Mojave. Now, this is basically the Kia Borrego replacement. It is very dated in its look. It looks like the older Sorrentos. When I say older, I mean previous to the 2020 to 2016 to 2020 model. Kind of an interesting car. It's probably body on frame. I don't remember. Not something you're ever going to see come to Canada. The Telluride really takes this place and crushes this car as far as being a nice car. Again, same idea in here, a dated interior cross here. You can see some of this dated stuff, but looks like it was a decent car at the time. But again, people are seeing this car and maybe future Mojaves coming out. Lots of cargo space, big vehicle. But again, you'll never see it come here simply because the Telluride is so good. Unless this has a drastic change. I wonder if this will sort of blend into the Telluride if the Telluride becomes more of a world car rather than more of a North American car. So interesting technologies along here. It's got some of the switches that you have in our minivan. You can move the seat from the passenger side, outside mirror with IMS. I can't remember what that stands for. Diesel engine's pretty cool. We won't get those in Canada probably anymore. We were going to get a Sorrento with the diesel engine, but they canceled it. Now, of course, everything's moving hybrid to save fuel efficiency, and that's where we're headed. So again, the Mojave, while kind of an interesting looking vehicle, we will never see it here. Kind of an interesting, like I said, because it's so big, Some people quite like that big, bulky styling, but it really does need an update. Seltos, again, different Seltoses in India than here. Seltos came out first. We have much, much higher trims here. There's that. Okay. Da-da-da-da. There's a facelift model for the Mojave. Looks much better than the old one. Yeah, so the facelifted model of the Mojave, again, not here. It's out there. It's never going to come to Canada just because the Telluride is so good. Interesting car, though. Same, they're still doing it. I just think the Telluride may end up replacing that, but who knows? Here's one thing I really want to talk about real quickly. I've always wanted Kia to come out with a pickup truck. I have a pickup truck. I would like the Kia pickup truck to be able to tow my camping trailer. Hyundai is coming out with a pickup truck that will not be able to tow my camping trailer. These probably won't either. 2500, 2700, 3000. This is not like a 2500 like the North American 2500 series pickup trucks. That's probably a 2.5 liter, 2.7 liter, and 3 liter engine. They're kind of cool. Tim and I were just saying we really want this. That style is huge in Australia. Yeah, it would be. Tim and I are both fans of kind of unique vehicles and trucks and other stuff. We both thought this would be like a great parts truck for Kia if we could have it like as a parts vehicle. I would drive this. I don't know that the crash standards are up to stuff in Canada. I mean, your legs kind of are your crumple zone in this style of vehicle, which in Canada is not cool. But I think it's cool. I would drive it. Again, dated interior in here. But look at that manual transmission. It's got the seats like the looks like they're artificial leather seats, the Sofina leather. The perforations is exactly the same as the Seltos from the looks of this. Glancing at the screen here, I don't know. It's cool. I'd love to have one. We'll never ever get one. It has the bed sides that fold down. I get it. The beds are kind of different, but anyways, I would love to have this. I think it'd be cool to show up somewhere with dirt bikes in the back. It'll never happen. Here's the diesel engine there, 3 liter diesel, 85 horsepower, 181 Newton meters of torque. 85 horsepower is not going to cut it, but super cool. And again, let's see, what's this engine here? The bigger engine is maybe different. Oh, I can't see it. Anyways, it'll never come here. It's kind of a fun car. So what about you guys? You guys want to see, what vehicles do you guys want to see? Let's just go right back to the top here. Future technology we looked at, future Kias or future Kias here. I don't think there's future Kias. Let me just see if anybody knows. Look at emotive driving. We'll talk about that some other time. This can read your emotions and the car will react to you. That's interesting. Real-time emotion adaptive driving system. That's coming in the future. Maybe they're working on it. Virtual touch sounds interesting. Again, just sort of reads your understanding of what you want to do. They say it's really good, but of course they say it's really good. We'll see what happens when it comes out. Got to have a Kia pickup. I'm all over the Kia pickup as long as we have it. I'm interested to see Hyundai's pickup. It won't be a heavy-duty pickup, but again, maybe to take your bicycles out somewhere could be fun. I'm just looking for the future vehicles, design directions. Does anybody see any future hybrid fuel cells? That's a big thing. Life cycle management, design directions, concept cars. That's what we're going for. Concept cars. Let's just see if they have anything worth showing here real quick. Internet's a little slow today. The Sonnet. You guys have asked about this. I like this car in theory. Now, I don't think these door handles are going to come here. They're kind of flush against the car. As far as I know, it has no plans to come to North America. We've basically flat out been told that. I think it would be cool if it did, but it's just not going to come to North America. Intrigues me. Maybe as a replacement for the Rio, it'd be cool, but it's not going to come. I don't know if I have the screen set here right. Yeah, you can't really see it. Like I said, looks cool, looks great. I don't think it'll look like this in person, but we did do that. It's not scheduled to come here. It's got roof rails a lot like the Seltos. It's got a big wide footprint. It's smaller than the Seltos. I mean, I'd drive it. It'd be cool, but I don't think it's going to come. Made in India. There we go. So I don't think that's coming. You guys have asked about that. So we'll flip the camera back around here. Is there any other questions you guys want to ask about future vehicles, things you've heard about, stuff like that? I think this has been fun. Let me know if we should do this again. Done though, because the Venue has been a hit for Hyundai. The Venue is a terrible car. The Venue has not been a hit for Hyundai, not in Canada. It's been okay. You can lease a Kia Soul for the same price you can lease a Hyundai Venue right now. And that means that the Soul is a way better car. Venue is basically a Rio on stilts. I don't find it that pretty. It does have some nice technology, but price point is everything. Again, I get why you guys like the Venue. We were actually very concerned about the Venue. We drove up to a Hyundai dealer that we know here in town, and took it out for a drive. They let us take it out for a drive, and we were very relieved when we drove the Venue because we thought it was going to be a competitor to our Soul. It is not. It is not a competitor for Soul. It is a competitor for the Rio. It's more expensive and has some nicer features, but that's really what it is. So I'm okay with the Venue. You guys are saying hit the like button. We already got to 32 likes. There's a chance this is the video that hits 40 likes live. There's 32 of you on right now. Some of you have not hit the like button. If 8 of you hit the like button right now, we're at 40 likes. That's never happened to me before. Some people don't like the Venue. Some people do. Any other cars that we should do? Do you like that we did this? Should we do this every now and then? Like I said, the reason we did it today is because our dealership has been so successful. We have sold more cars than Kia can provide us with. We are short on K5. We have no Sorento. We have no Sedona. We don't have a Nero in stock right now. We've got very limited Soul in stock, limited Seltos. So I like to do a video of a new car every single day, but we're short on stuff. So we're going to do some other stuff in December, just as we wait for some of these vehicles to get caught up. We can still get you any vehicle you're looking for. I just can't always show you the vehicle because it's not sitting here right now. Hybrid hydrogen platforms, Tim says. Yeah, lots of hydrogen technology in the Kia and Hyundai world. Lots of that stuff. We've seen some of those hydrogen Hyundais actually at Compound as they were moved across the country. A lot of that talk going on as well. I've heard a lot of talk about hydrogen maybe a better sort of electric vehicle solution for what they're looking for in trucks is what Kia is talking about. So Kia Hyundai is one of the most invested companies in EV technology out of all the major companies. Well more than GM, well more than other stuff when you take Kia and Niro together. Hyundai Nexo, yeah, that's an American car that we don't have here. A lot of interesting technologies out there. Yes, hello, have a great day. Okay, thank you. Niro EV. We agree. Yeah, we have lots of Niro EVs in stock. If you're looking for an electric vehicle, we want to be your EV dealer. Lots of PHEVs in stock, lots of Niro EVs in stock. We do have, I think we may have sold temporarily out of Soul EVs in stock. However, we can show you those cars. We have a shuttle and we have my car, which is available. So you can look at any of those. Tell them about our adventure at Kia Canada Compound. I'm not allowed to do that. There may have been some rule breaking going on. And by that, I mean law breaking going on. Kia and Hyundai are cousins. Yes, they are. Okay, so generally it sounds like we should do this every now and then. I want to hear about the Kia compound. Yeah, you guys are awesome. We have a couple employees here. Tim and I may have broken the law, spying on Kia compound some stuff. We may have allegedly trespassed somewhere near Kia's compound to look for vehicles. We may have flown a drone. We may have lost control of a drone. We may have been late for a live video and been stuck in a farmer's field because we're flying a drone around the compound looking for a few things. Maybe, allegedly. Can't tell you about that. If you can get information on the new EVs coming with regard to the EGMP platform, that would be excellent. Yes, I am working on trying to get any information I can on EV platforms. So if we can do that, I will get it to you.